attempt on his life, but the bulk of his 92-minute speech was a repetition of false claims about the 2020 election and familiar attacks on migrants, immigrants, and his rivals. I'm going to go back to Rachel Scott in Milwaukee. Good morning, Rachel.
Hey, George, good morning to you. Yeah, this was a speech filled with false claims and partisan attacks, far from the message of unity the former president promised to deliver.
Overnight, Donald Trump accepting his third Republican presidential nomination.
So tonight, with faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States. Thank you.
It was his first public speech since surviving an attempted assassination.
I'm not supposed to be here tonight. Not supposed to be here. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
After the shooting, Trump saying he wanted to focus on calls for unity, even pledging to be a president for all Americans.
In an age when our politics too often divide us, now is the time to remember that we are all fellow citizens.
But the speech turned into partisan attacks. The former president making false claims about the 2020 election and attacking his opponents, from former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to President Biden. While Trump said he wouldn't mention Biden by name, he couldn't seem to help himself.
If you took the 10 worst presidents in the history of the United States, think of it, the 10 worst, added them up, they will not have done the damage that Biden has done. I'm only going to use the term once. Biden. I'm not going to use the name anymore, just one time. The damage that he's done to this country is unthinkable. It's unthinkable.
Trump going off script, jumping from inflation to ISIS, trans athletes to not taxing tips. But for much of his remarks, Trump focusing on his anti-immigrant rhetoric, falsely claiming there is a surge in violent crime by undocumented immigrants when crime rates have declined in the last 2 years, and promising to create a massive militarized force to deport millions of undocumented immigrants. With few policy details, Trump instead focusing on the criminal investigations into his alleged attempts to overturn the 2020 election and to withhold classified documents. The first convicted felon to accept the party's nomination, Trump painted them all as a witch hunt.
They should drop these partisan witch hunts, which I have been going through for approximately 8 years. And they should do that without delay and allow an election to proceed that is worthy of our people. We're going to win it anyway, but worthy of our people.
This was the longest televised nominating speech. The former president spoke for more than 90 minutes, and tomorrow he will be back out on the campaign trail in Michigan, joined by his new running mate, Senator J.D. Vance. Rebecca.
Okay, Rachel, thank you. We turn now to Wall Street Journal reporter